These poachers crept into the wildlife reserve with evil on their minds, but they got a shock when the animals fought back. In the heart of South Africa's Eastern Cape, under the cloak of darkness, a group of men armed with deadly weapons entered the Sibuya Game Reserve. They were up to no good and were intent on destroying the lives of some of the amazing wild animals who lived there. They were there to mercilessly shoot the rhinos and cut off their horns. They did not care that the animals would not survive this. But that particular night, nature had other plans. What unfolded was a horrifying incident that would shock everyone to the core. This is the true story of how poachers were stopped from attacking and destroying the lives of some of the rhinos. The Sibuya Game Reserve is a sanctuary for various wildlife, spanning 30 square miles. The animals that live there are lions, leopards, elephants, buffaloes, and the endangered rhinoceros. Despite stringent protection efforts, the wildlife reserve has faced many poaching incidents, with rhinos being the main target. This is because of the high value of their horns in illegal markets. In many cultures, it is wrongly believed that the rhino horns possess medicinal properties. So after dark one night on July 1st, 2018, a group of poachers sneaked into the reserve. They were armed with a high-powered rifle equipped with a silencer and other guns. They also had other tools needed for carrying out rhino poaching. They were focused on tracking down the rhinos, but seemed to forget that there were other wild animals running freely in the wildlife park as well. In the dense bush, the poachers' presence did not go unnoticed. Unbeknownst to them, they were venturing into the territory of a formidable pride of 6 lions. Lions are known for their opportunistic hunting strategies and are fiercely territorial. As soon as the men entered the reserve, their lives were in terrible danger, and the hunters became the hunted. What happened in those harrowing hours when the lions pounced on the men is unknown. The pride, acting on instinct, nearly completely eliminated the intruders, leaving very little evidence of their presence. The following morning, an anti-poaching dog signaled to her handler that something was wrong. Authorities, including the South African Police Service and forensic teams, were called in, and what they discovered was gruesome. The lions were tranquilized to allow for a thorough examination of the scene. There were scattered human remains, including a skull and a piece of pelvis. Also there on the ground were the poachers' equipment: the rifle with the silencer, the axe, wire cutters, and other poaching paraphernalia. They found 3 pairs of boots and gloves nearby, so they knew that 3 men had entered the reserve. No survivors were found. The investigation confirmed that the poachers had been attacked, mauled, and partially eaten by the lions. But 2 years earlier, 3 rhinos were not so lucky. In the same wildlife park, these rhinos were shot by poachers and did not survive, and the poachers succeeded in getting the horns. South Africa is home to approximately 80% of the world's rhino population. But in 2017 alone, over 1,000 rhinos were killed by poachers. The demand for rhino horn, driven by myths of its medicinal properties, fuels a lucrative black market. For the following weeks, the reserve was inundated with inquiries about what happened to the lion pride that was responsible for the incident. People were concerned about the fate of the lions. The Sibuya Game Reserve made a statement. It said that the animals would not be harmed, as the lions were only acting on instinct within their natural habitat. The incident sparked global debate. Some viewed it as nature's justice, while others raised concerns about the ethics of celebrating what happened to the poachers. What do you think about this true story? Did the poachers deserve what happened to them? Let me know in the comments what you think.